vacations. It depends. Sometimes I base it off of the season. I base it off of a fair sale I may have, or I base it off something I want to do. So for example, for Christmas, we chose the colder route, which normally I'm a warm weather beachy type of girl, but the fares were cheaper for the colder environments, and I wanted to just shake it up a little bit with the family, so I chose a colder environment. What's the most important aspect of a vacation? For me, I would say I want to make sure everybody has a good time. To me, I plan based on me, of course. If I'm bringing the family, I'm looking at each child's individual personality and trying to find something that's going to resonate with them on the vacation. And that's important. I want to make sure everybody's smiling. I want to make sure everybody's feeling inclusive and it's not boring. It's nothing worse than a boring vacation. So that's the most important aspect to me, making sure everybody's feeling included. The one thing that people probably don't factor in, myself included, is the food costs. Food can run the gamut depending on how fancy you are, what your palate is, for example, what you're into, and what location you're in. For example, if you go to South Africa, Johannesburg, Cape Town, your money goes a long way. You can feast like a king. You go to Dubai, you need to shop at Subway because that money doesn't go that far. And where it's phenomenal food, it's just going to cost you a phenomenal piece of money. So I think that's something that people don't really take into consideration as much because you don't really research out where you're going to go eat. It just kind of happens organically. Then you find out, for example, in Europe, on average, every meal is about $15 a person. Hotel versus Airbnb or some type of other thing. It depends on the situation. It always depends, right? It depends on if it's an individual, if it's a girls trip, if it's a group trip, if it's a family trip. What I do know for sure is abroad, aka Europe, most hotels have rules as far as occupancy, and even in New York too, believe it or not, where most hotels only allow for 3 people in a room. If you're a family of 4, that becomes a problem. A lot of hotels have family policies, for example, like in South Africa, where you buy one room, you get every room for half price. And they try to keep them adjoining or in close proximity. So that cuts you a little savings. With that being said, sometimes hotels are good because of the amenities, the pools and things like that, and there's just more people, and that kind of works. But other times, I think Airbnb, those type of situations work as well. So I took an Airbnb for the first time when I went to Nice, France. And it was a quaint little place, but it was centrally located. I had to pay for parking, but it had 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And that was all we really needed because it wasn't about the space as much as it was about getting out into the town. And for the same money as one hotel was, we were able to get this Airbnb for like $150 a night versus me having to spend $150 times 2 for 2 rooms because they truly do hold to those policies about